In the Italian mountains lies a true wonder of the past. This abandoned cotton mill had been closed down with everything still inside for more than 30 years. Now, nature is reclaiming the forgotten industrial site, causing some of the most beautiful scenes of decay we have ever witnessed. Join us to see what remains within the factory.
Alistair,
What?
have you heard that 85% of people are not subscribed?
You're joking? They need to hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell to never miss a video. It is summer 2023 and we are halfway through our European road trip during a record-breaking heatwave. In northern Italy, we have come across a colossal textiles factory, its grand facade drawing us in, curious to see how the ageing premises resides nowadays.
So me and Alistair are having a quick walk around of this textile mill that we found ourselves in Italy. I'm trying to find remnants of machinery because that's what we're hoping to come across here. But so far, not found a lot. We thought this was an old control panel. It isn't.
The back one though on the wall would have had the gauge.
That would have been, definitely. Maybe it was. It's just the fact that
It's made out of wood.
it's made out of wood and there's a price on this here, so these lift up. There you go. Yeah, different colours of material to be spun. Whether or not this place has any machinery in, I'm not too fussed. Oh, there's a Charlie at the end. I'm not too fussed because the decay in here is unbelievable. It's really, really picturesque. It's quiet, there's birds tweeting. Kind of the scenario we're in here is really, really nice. Animal of some sort this there. Oh my god. Oh, it's a lizard. Oh, he just ran off.
Our initial moments inside the complex had already showcased colourful deterioration. With some more remnants of the past, this exploration was bound to be fascinating.
Many cubicles there, and toilets. There's a lot of workers in this place. It's absolutely massive. Dark in here. Not because the windows are boarded, just because they're covered in ivy. These are weaving machines. And the walls are just completely green. Some of the most vibrant decay I've ever seen. Wow, this is incredible.
Still on the hunt for machinery, so this is definitely a better sign.
Oh wow.
Oh, look at this. It's not what we were looking for, but
No, this is really cool. It's like a little workshop.
it is. It reminds me of a mill we did that's sadly no longer in the UK anymore.
See this bench over here is collapsing because of all the water ingress.
I think the rust and the green goes together really well.
Finally, we had found some untouched machinery that looked as if it had been vacated overnight and left for decades. The atmospheric walkthrough was only to improve as we were about to reach the babbling stream running through the middle of the derelict mill.
This just takes us outside. You can hear running water. It's so overgrown. I'd love to know the date of closure in here. It's just a complete ghost town. Little walkways crossing the river, so cool. It's like a canal system where the water can get lowered. I think it is. See the motor there? There's running water as well down here, all pouring out. Holy shit.
Oh my days. It's like a jungle in here.
It's like a greenhouse. This is graffiti as well in this window. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I really like the graffiti in here. Somewhat adds to it. I've never seen tree growth like this. Like, this is full on adult trees in here.
That doesn't look like graffiti. That looks like the age this building was made. Fading away on that wall up there. Diesel generator. This place is turning out to be way more fascinating than could have predicted. It's a shame a lot of these panels have been stripped of their gauges, but still. Any dates on this Italian newspaper? 1991. I would say that definitely adds up with the states of vegetation outside and inside the building.
We're well and truly outside the standard textile mill here. Into the power station by the looks of it. That's a turbine there.
Oh yeah, it is. That's so cool. The decay again.
There's not much left of it, but it's definitely a small little turbine.
Huge boiler here, built into the brick. So I imagine this would have been a small boiler house that would have took care of the unit. Different layers of cladding in the ceiling. Beautiful, isn't it?
The water noise has got a lot louder here. I assume this is where the massive rapids continue. So cool. It's very unique. Still no machines. Definitely could have had machinery and weaving machines in here.
Still works. Not seen an Italian one of these before. It's a different make to the typical Avery one we usually see. Oh, this looks promising.
Oh, this has to be full. Oh.
Wow, man. Another one
Front
here.
to back. It's just machines all the way. This is what we've been hunting for. This one's in fairly good condition. I say that is a bit broken, but compared to some of the ones rusting that I've seen on the far side, this is really nice.
There isn't a great load of historical content available regarding the facility. However, we would estimate that some of the various buildings on site are more than 100 years old. It was shut down in 1990, with its outdated structures likely to be wasteful compared to modern fabric mills of the time, and northern Italy globalizing production of the material meant that many similar properties were closed too.
Holy fuck. Again, the gauges have gone, but it's a lovely panel with that dark green. It's in a weird place as well, in a second story little attic room. But this would have probably sorted the whole place. Transformer systems are all lined up on the opposite wall to the control panel.
Obligatory roof visit has presented itself. This place is very old and decaying, so the roof probably is not in the best way. It's a lovely view. Can't even tell there's anyone nearby.
After finishing up in one large structure, we still sought more equipment left behind, so headed along the small town of defunct industry in search of it.
Oh, this is surely what we've been trying to find.
Yeah, this looks stacked.
Look at these rollers back here. Oh my god, it keeps going.
Yeah, this is sick.
Yeah, this is definitely the roller mill. Loads of ones scattered about in different sizes.
I love the way in the ceiling where the water dips in because of the way it's built. You get all of that green each time on the edge.
This area was absolutely remarkable. A vast room full of fabric machinery, rusty yet in great condition for more than 30 years of disuse, only capped by the presence of stunning natural decay in every direction.
Oh, this would have been fascinating to watch work. The fabric getting passed between those rollers. All the machines in here are so rusty, but still just untouched. The yarn is still on them. I wonder how much this place would have produced each day when all of the other weaving shed rooms as well were full of these.
This is the other side of the roller mill. Oh my god, it's debatably even better. The machines are stacked right up to the roof. I like how they're all down one side. I think it presents the scale a little bit better. I've never seen them of this size in individual components, really. I used to know exactly what this was called, but we've seen many of them before. If in doubt, send in the worm.
It's a bit awkward, I can't lie. Here's a closer look at all the vials and bottles left there. Really cool place, this. As despite the graffiti and blatant vandalism, it seems that stuff has just been left in its original position, which is always what you want to see.
It felt as if the fabric mill was never going to stop providing surprises, discovering a tiny laboratory with all the chemicals and components retained. There was still many buildings to check out, so we continued further into the grounds.
Oh, this is insane. I genuinely had no idea that this was going to be in here. So this looks like it would have been finished products, stored, ready for shipping perhaps. It's absolutely full to the brim. You're walking on a soft bed of material.
It was very surprising to see that so much stock remained in the abandoned premises. Little has been done since closure, but the site did make headlines in 2013 because toxic produce leaked and polluted the interweaving river. After a clean-up from the local environmental system, the building was soon neglected once more.
So much left. Look at this room ahead. It's obviously all been rummaged through, but originally it would have just been left with everything out. Imagine there would have been sewing machines on here back in the day. Oh, this is what I was referring to. These little tables. We've had people busy at work all day, knitting. This one's still got the Singer sewing machine on it as well. Very rusty one. The ivy draped over these spindles. So scenic.
So around the frontage of this mill, there's like it's effectively looks like housing really. It doesn't look like a mill at all.
Yeah, this would be like the admin bit. This banister's lovely.
It's very nice, isn't it? So see if we can determine whether this was like a living quarters or education, or I don't know.
Lovely old wooden doors.
I know, they're grey, aren't they? Oh my gosh. This room's full of newspapers, files, and look at those typewriters nestled in the middle.
That is so satisfying.
There's this one here as well. Wow, that noise is so nice. I'm really surprised all the buttons work.
United States to Italy trade directory, 73, 74.
It's in really good condition.
Yeah. There's so many.
Yeah, you could spend hours in here.
That looks really old. Any date on this one?
No, I don't think so.
Just the way it's designed. It just looks...
Yeah, you don't see anything designed like that anymore.
These tall Italian corridors. There's more of those tables that we saw downstairs. Unfortunately, no singers again. With the little spindle holders.
So the building we just last went in probably wasn't living quarters. However, this resembles a house a little too well.
This just looks grander than everything else though, so I feel like this is probably for the managers and factory owner.
Yeah, you would assume. Some grand furniture already. It's very smashed. Lovely stained glass over here though. I like the turquoises.
More great stained glass and a decent ceiling. There's a painting there. Oh my. That is some piano. It's one of the nicest abandoned pianos I've ever seen.
The house isn't as good as we'd hoped. But there might be a few other little redeeming features upstairs. Oh, it's 3 stories, wow. A bedroom here. Very cluttered. I would guess that this isn't exactly how it was set up. You can hardly fit between the end of the beds. Oh, this one is so much nicer. Look at the woodwork up there, holding the curtains together. You'd have to presume this is the master. Oh no, this is really nice. I've never seen it designed in this way. And it's got its own little door out to the balcony as well.
That was all for our exploration of the amazing Italian cotton mill. We had seen layers of everything we like to find in an abandoned industrial facility, being machinery remaining, control panels, a unique atmosphere, and natural decay. It is unknown what will happen to the forgotten factory, yet we are confident it will stay in this state for many years to come. Here are some of our photographs captured at the abandoned cotton mill. If you like the look of them, check out our Instagram page in the description, where we share images from our explores months before they are seen on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed an incredibly atmospheric exploration walkthrough. Should we visit more decaying factories like this? See you next time.